Hi, boys and girls. My name is Mrs. Riolo, and today we're going to read a fiction story about a robot. And before we read today, I want to introduce a new word that we're going to see in our book today. And the word is said. You can get some magnetic letters if you have them and build the word. If you don't have magnetic letters, you can cut out little pieces of paper or use Post-it notes and write each of the letters on one of those pieces of paper, and you can play along with me that way, or you can just join along with me up here on the screen and participate. So go ahead and push pause if you want to get some letters, and if you're just going to join along, then you can keep watching. All right, so as I said before, our word is said, and this word is tricky because that AI in the middle does not sound like it's like when we say it, we say it and it says the like E, but when we spell it, it's AI. And so we have to just memorize this word, said. I'm going to turn it around and I'm going to take away one of our letters, and I want you to say what letter is missing. Good. The S is missing. The word is said. What letter is missing now? The A. Good. Let's say the word said. I'm going to take two letters away this time. What's missing? The I and the D. What's the word? Said. Good. Go ahead and build the word said in front of you if you're going to do that. And if you're not, then you can just look at my board when I mix and fix it. And you're going to make the word said correctly. And let's check it. S-A-I-D. Read it. Said. Now mix your letters up and see if you can build it. If you're doing it with me, can you say the letters out loud that I would put up? What letter would I put first? S. What letter comes next? A. I. D. What's the word? Said. Good. Now, I want you to put your finger on the table in front of you or the floor in front of you or your couch cushion or whatever, something in front of you, and we're going to pretend like our finger is a pen and we're going to write it, the word. Here we go. S-A-I-D. Read it. Said. Good. Let's mix and fix it one last time. All right. What comes first? S-A-I-D. What's the word? Said. Very good. We're going to see that word in our book today. I want to review for you two words that we're also going to see in our book, and they might look a little different in our book. So, do you know what this word is here? The word is look. Say the word, look. What happens if I add the ED ending to the end of look? The word becomes looked, like I looked in the book, looked. When we see this word today, look, it's going to have the ED ending and it's going to say looked. There's another word that we're going to see in our book that also has the ED ending. And the word is, what is this word? Play. Say that word with me. Play. I see the PL, which says pull, and the AY, which says A. Pull, A, play. If I add our ED ending on the end, the word goes from play to played. I played with my brother, played. So again, we're going to see that word in our book today. So let's take a look at our book. This book, we were given permission by Literacy Footprints and Pioneer Valley Books to read their books till June. And so you can read this book as many times on here as you want. You can rewind it, push pause, turn the volume down, and see if you can read the words without me the next time we do this. So this book is called Rusty Helps Out. And Rusty is a robot. This book is written by Michelle Dufresne, and it's illustrated by E.A. Davis. Our illustrator is the person who makes our pictures, and the writer is the person who makes the words. So this book is about a brother and a sister, Jada and Anthony, and they get a robot, and their robot's name is Rusty. And we're going to read to find out all the cool things that Rusty the robot can do. So when I look at this first page, we're going to just kind of do a preview. I can see one of the words that we reviewed today, the word look. Look. See if you can find the word look. There it is. Very good. Now, there's another word that we made today with our magnetic letters, and the word was said. See if you can find the word said. It's right there. So mom and dad come, and Anthony and Jada show them their robot, and they tell him that his name is Rusty. So on the next page here, we can see Jada is looking down at the robot, Rusty, and they're all kind of looking. And our word look has now added our ending on it, and it's gone from look to looked. See if you can find it. It's on the page 3 times. Looked. If you found it once, see if you can find it. Oh, actually, it's on there 4 times. See if you can find it all 4 times. Looked. I see it. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Let's look at the next page here. So we can see here, Rusty's talking. If I look here, let's look at this word that Rusty is saying. It's the very first word on the page. Let's sound this word out. What is the sound that this letter makes? B. When we have 2 E's together, it says E. And our last sound is P. Let's say those sounds. B, E, P. Blend it together. Beep. What's the word? Beep. So Rusty is talking, and he says, beep, beep, said Rusty. And so the mom and dad are, and Anthony and Jada are just kind of finding out that Rusty can talk. So let's see. We know he can talk. What else can Rusty do? If we look here, what do we see Rusty's doing? I think he's playing with some blocks. Let's keep looking. Whoa! Look at Rusty's legs, how tall he got. He is building a very giant, very big block tower. And they all look pretty excited. I see Dad, oh, if I look over here, his hand is over his mouth like, oh, I can't believe he did that. That's pretty neat. Let's see what else. So we know he can talk. We know he can build with blocks. What else can Rusty do? And on this page, we're going to see our other word that we reviewed today, the word play, but it's going to have our ED ending, and we're going to see the word played. See if you can find the word played. I see it 3 times. Let's look right here. 1, 2, and 3. So we can see here that Rusty the robot is playing with Anthony and Jada, and they're playing with a lot of their different toys that they see there. I see on this page here that they're all 3 giving mom and dad a thumbs up. So I'm wondering what they're giving this thumbs up about. Dad looks like he's got kind of a worried look on his face, but they're giving him the thumbs up like it's going to be okay. We'll have to read to find out what's going on this page. And on our last page here, what are they doing? They're cleaning up. I wonder, I'm going to flip back to this page. I wonder if Dad was worried because he saw a giant mess on the floor and knew they were going to have to clean it up. And maybe they were giving him the thumbs up like, it's okay, Dad, we'll clean this up. We're going to have to read to find out. So let's flip back to the beginning. Rusty helps out. This is Rusty the robot. And we're going to read to find out all the things that Rusty can do. Rusty helps out. All right, let's get our reading brains on. Here we go. Look, Dad, said Mom. Look, Jada and Anthony. This is a robot. His name is Rusty. Maybe Rusty was a present. Dad looked at the robot. Jada and Anthony looked at the robot. They looked and looked at the robot. Can the robot talk? said Jada. We know the answer to that, don't we? Beep, beep, said Rusty. Beep, beep. Wow, Mom, said Anthony. Rusty can talk. I like this robot. Can the robot play? Said Jada. Beep, said Rusty. Rusty, can you make a tower? Said Mom. Beep, beep, said Rusty. Wow, Mom, said Jada. Rusty is making a big tower. I like this robot. Jada, Anthony, and Rusty played. They played and played. We like this robot, said Jada. Yes, said Anthony. He is a fun robot. Look at this mess. Can Rusty clean up? Said Dad. Beep, beep, said Rusty. Yes, said Jada. Yes, said Anthony. Rusty can help clean up the mess. So that explains why they were all giving that thumbs up. And Jada and Anthony can help clean up too, said Mom. Well, that was a great ending. I really liked that Jada and Anthony helped clean up too, and that they didn't make Rusty do all of the work by himself. So I want you to think back to all the things that Rusty could do and see if you could name some of the things that Rusty the robot could do. All right, let's flip back through our book. We know that Rusty can talk, right? What else can Rusty do? Rusty can build towers. He can build tall towers. What else can Rusty do? Rusty can play with toys. And what's the last thing Rusty can do? Rusty can clean up. Do you think that their family is happy to have Rusty join their family? If so, why do you think they're happy? And if they're not happy, why do you think they aren't happy? That might be something, if you want to challenge yourself to write about, is you could ask yourself, do you think that this family is happy that Rusty joined them? And write about why you think that, and see if you can use some evidence from the text. Like I might say something like, I think their family is happy to have Rusty join them because, and if I think back here to an example, he can help, why is that, sorry. He can help clean up messes. I'm not sure why that's blue. I apologize. There it goes. So mine might say, I think they're happy to have Rusty join their family because he can help clean up messes. And I can use an example from the text. All right, readers, I hope you enjoyed this story. I challenge you to rewind the video and turn the volume down and see if you can read it back to yourself. Have a great afternoon. We'll see you next time.